Hello, welcome to my channel. On this session, I'm going to cover one of my favorite features of ManyChat, and that's its broadcasting features. If you're a realtor or an investor and you want to get word out to homeowners about maybe seeing their home, broadcasting is a fantastic way to do that. And not only is it a simple broadcast like an SMS text message, but you could also then tie that to a flow that you build in ManyChat or purchase from somebody like me, where you have a chatbot that talks to them if they respond to that text message. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you a simple process. I also want to caution you, be very careful with guidelines around the US around texting and spamming people. Be careful of who you text. So one of my favorite plays as a realtor is working with FSBOs, or for sale by owners. For sale by owners already published their phone number. They're expecting phone calls because they're trying to sell their house, or it may be expired listings. So based on your play, be cautious, but use this judiciously to get word out to them to go visit them. So let's take a look. Okay, so for this to work, you need a ManyChat subscription. ManyChat, if you're not familiar with, it is one of the world's leading bot building platforms for chatbot marketing. In the ManyChat account, once you sign up, and they have a free account, and by the way, if you're interested, if you're new to chat marketing, in the link below, I have a free ManyChat mini course that you could take, and I'm giving away my open house flow for you as part of that mini course. So take advantage of that. You can sign up below through the bot. Once you're inside of ManyChat, what you're going to do is we're going to go over to audiences, and we're going to start loading in an audience. So up here, we have an import feature in ManyChat at the top right. And what we could do is bring in a text file that has contacts. So if I click on this here on my desktop, what I've done is create a simple list of all the FSBOs and expired listings into a spreadsheet. You can use Excel or Numbers or whatever operating system you're running. And then in that spreadsheet, all I have is first name, last name, phone number, and email. Now on the phone number, you want to make sure that you don't have any spaces or so. Just make it the straight number, because ManyChat requires a +1 area code and 7 digits. So just make it +1 215 da 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 da. So make sure when you're formatting your sheet that you put the right format in to bring into ManyChat. Once you have that list, what we're going to do is we're going to open it up, and we're going to map it into ManyChat and bring them into the ManyChat platform so that we can begin a broadcast. What we're going to do is we're going to consent here. Now these are FSBOs, so they should have consented to get a phone call because they have their house for sale. What we're going to do here is we're now going to map in the columns from the Excel over to the fields inside of ManyChat. So first name, if you start typing, ManyChat has a field for the first name. So we're going to place the first name there. Then we're also going to do last name and put it here. And it already found phone and email. So down in here, I have the email and the phone number right here. Once I'm done, I'm going to hit next. Now, what ManyChat allows you to do is tag these people. So if you're running different campaigns each month, you may want to call it the for sale by owner, and then we're in August 2020. So if I run this campaign each and every month, I may get the for sale by owners this month, broadcast out to those homeowners, try to get appointments, and then do it the following month. So whatever list you have, make sure you tag them appropriately so that when we're ready to do the broadcast, we're going to use this tag to filter the right audience to go see that text message. So I'm going to go ahead and create a tag for sale by owner 2020, and then I say confirm import. So what's happening is ManyChat's going to get that spreadsheet, and it's going to load in. And what it did was it found 10 users here in the model. So I've already updated them previously, so 3 were created. So if I click OK, I have these 3 now that are in the system, Debbie, Mullis, and so forth in my for sale by sale. So now we're good to go. So the next step is create the broadcast itself. So on the left-hand side of ManyChat, you click on broadcast, and at the very top, there's a broadcast blue button. So we say new broadcast, and we hit SMS, because what I like to do is send them a simple text message, see if their house is still for sale. So what we're going to do here is, this is the flow builder, and in the flow builder, you can move around with your cursor. The first message we're going to send after the starting step is the SMS text message. So in ManyChat, I can construct my message. Now, ManyChat will charge you if you're on the free account or on the paid account. You get so many on the paid account, the pro account, you get so many for free. And then after that, you pay 1 cent per text. So if I had 10 for sale by owners, I'd be paying 10 cents to send this out. So very, very cost effective. So what you could do in ManyChat, you could say hi. And then in ManyChat, see these squiggly lines here? That's a field selector. From ManyChat, you could actually grab one of their fields. So in this case, I'm going to say hi first name so that the text message is personalized. And then what I would do is say, this is Smarty. So I'm going to tell them who it is. I am a realtor with, and in this case, put your realtor in there, or if you're an investor, put your investor name. I'm with eXp Realty. I would say, I saw that you are selling your home. I have a list of buyers interested in that area. Would you, if I could type, be up for a meeting or a call? So what we have here is we have a simple text message we're sending out to that individual. So in the system here, what you can do is you could actually have a reply. So they can reply right in SMS, yes or no, and then you can send them another message. You could say yes here, and I'll send them a message. Or if I cancel this, you could perform actions. So if they type the word yes, you could put them into a flow. And what a flow is in ManyChat is another, basically dialogue, another way to communicate. So in this case, I'll show you how we set it up in my ProEdge package. And if you're interested in the package, I have a link below. I have a full featured real estate chatbot for you if you're interested. But what I do, and I teach for my customers, and you could do this yourself with the free account of ManyChat, so don't worry. But I can say start another flow. And then if they do say yes, and let me get rid of this other message here, I would go in and then I would select the flow that I want to put them in there. And what I do is I have a schedule call flow. So in here, I have a flow that I build around scheduling a phone call. So in this case, a text will get broadcast. If they're interested, they hit yes. And then the chat bot will start talking to them and say, great, what's a good time to reach you? Or you could do things like tie it to Calendly and have them put the appointment right on your calendar. We could do all kinds of fun things with this particular chatbot. If they say no, and you always have a fallback, maybe you want to have a fallback, you could just send them a message. And in the message, you could have a text box. You could send them another text with a fallback, and you could put images in here. There's lots of things you could do with ManyChat. But I'll keep this simple right now. So right now, I'm just going to show you the broadcast. So I have a text message going out to a list of for sale by owners. I'm interested to see if they're still selling the house. Would they like an appointment so I can bring my buyers over there? And then I'm going to tie them to a scheduled call flow that I built. And if you want to build in ManyChat, again, another idea is I have a free ManyChat training class. You can subscribe to that for free, and I teach you ManyChat to build your own flows if interested. So what I'll do here is I'm going to say next after I have my flow set up. And basically right now you see 403 users are going to get this message because I haven't filtered it at all. ManyChat, because I said an SMS, it's looking for people that have phone numbers. This condition box here is where you're going to do conditions. And in ManyChat, what I like to do is I tag people with everything. So there's that tag I just created. There's 13 people that have the for sale by owner August 20 tag. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to send a message out to them and ask them if they're interested in me visiting them. And that's it. What I'll also just point out is you could either have it go out now or you could schedule it later. So what I like to do is usually on my Sunday evenings as a realtor, I'll plan my week. I'll look at the for sale by owners and expired listings. I may gather some of that data, who I'm going to contact in that area. I'll build a sheet. I'll put it into ManyChat. I'll construct my text message I want to send to them. And then because I'm doing it Sunday night, I can say, all right, I want it to go out the next day at 10 in the morning. So I could pick the time frame that I want the text to go out. And now the text message will go out for me on my behalf at this time. When I'm done, I say schedule message, and your broadcast is out the door. So when you come up here, you'll see the schedule. And tomorrow morning, you'll see it sent out. This morning, I sent a reminder out to a lot of my buyers that we have an open house coming out. So I use broadcasting to send messages out to my buyers. I use it for sellers and so forth. And you'll see that we have a pretty good open rate. So we got 100% delivered, 64, and it was delivered. They opened it up 100%, looked at that text. And 8 of those actually clicked and took action on those texts. So for my open house one that's included in the free mini course, the open house is great because I promoted the open house to a bunch of buyers I'm working with. So they know that I have this open house coming up. And 8 of them said, I want to come to the open house. They clicked and got the details and checked into the open house. So you can see the power of ManyChat's broadcasting tool. You could broadcast events. You could broadcast open houses. You could broadcast just messages to a team. Take advantage of ManyChat. It's the most cost-effective, what we call multi-channel marketing platform that I found. It does SMS, email, and message marketing, and you're going to have fun with it. But again, word of caution, don't spam people. Make sure that they publish their phone number to get contacted, or they're in your sphere of influence and they know you, and you're going to send a text message out to those folks so that you don't get in trouble by federal guidelines. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this, hit the bell and make sure you subscribe, because each week I have great videos coming out to help real estate professionals and investors make this the best decade ever by leveraging technology to save you time, improve operations, and increase sales. So let's get at it. Thank you.